Hey guys, so continuing our series today, gonna serve myself some scones as we start off the conversation. I love a good scone. Can't beat that. Nice hot scone. So I know I just had a little bit of a conversation with you guys around timing over breakfast. Scones have now baked. As I mentioned earlier, it's cheddar and chive, my custom, and the traditional cranberry orange. I thought I'd preface a series of videos and details that I'm going to share about how to keep up with skincare routine. And I'll share an interesting story. I went to my esthetician yesterday. I usually like to go, at least once a month and be able to take care of the skin, hydrate it, exfoliate, all that good stuff. And I saw another patient that was talking about, skincare issues and what they could do differently. One of the things that, shocked me early on was the power that hormones, or rather a hormonal imbalance, can play on your body, and it can wreak havoc if left untreated. So I took the liberty of going to an endocrinologist and went through 3 blood draws throughout the month to identify, hey, what's going on. And whenever there's, in women, a estrogen or progesterone, or in men, testosterone hormonal imbalance, your body starts to compensate. So what I realized was I needed to do more to protect my body, eat cleaner, exercise, exfoliate the skin, and find ways in which my body can take care of itself. There are a ton of supplements out there that I'm telling you work and are the natural course, but then there's also, prescription level support, and that could be anywhere from, the stereotypical hormone patches, hormone medication, so that it can help with that balance. There's also medication that I've heard really good results, spiro acne, or duac gel, benzol peroxide, to help calm, the overproduction of sebum, which again is tied to hormones. My personal favorite is going down the healthy route with first fiber. And I recommended this yesterday to that person that came in. And they were telling me they were using different brands of laxatives. I know Mela's very interested. You want to smell that? Yeah. But that can be very heavy on your body, and you don't want to also have your gastrointestinal tract not balanced. So, long story short, I've been trying the vitafusion Fiber Well sugar-free gummies for years. I'm talking about 5-6+ years. And what I like about it is, in addition to it being sugar-free, it's easy to take. It's flavorful. It's a good flavor, not a fake, artificial flavor type of thing. It has 5 grams per serving, which I love. And I typically take 2 gummies a day with food. And a ton of water or tea, which, as you can see here, my Totoro mug is one of my favorite things to do with tea. So that helps your body push out excess hormones that aren't doing well for you. For women, that's testosterone. When your estrogen and progesterone are down, testosterone levels can take over, and it's always good to take that. Now, another thing that I've been trying is the Nutrafol Skin. And at first I was concerned that it's one of those products that maybe has a ton of keratin or biotin, or all these different types of things that can have adverse reactions. but at the end of the day, it has vitamin A, C, D, niacinamide, which is good for inflammation, folate, calcium, zinc, selenium, sodium. And it has a skin complex around holy basil leaf, maca extract, turmeric, which as you guys know is one of those golden ingredients, Sicilian orange, postbiotic, and then the Nutrafol blend, which has a ton of prebiotics, lycopene, ginger, all that good stuff. So always discuss it with your doctor. See if there are any of those ingredients in the label that you might have an adverse reaction to. But what I really like about it is it just makes you feel balanced, and therefore your skin naturally reacts to that. So that's some of the things that I have seen have been very positive and impactful. I've also heard of the FLO PMS and FLO Acne, which can be very complementary versus a Nutrafol skin. So definitely take a look at that. And in the next bits of this video, I'm also going to be sharing things that you can do with estheticians, right, in your corresponding states and cities. Looks Derm in Concord, Massachusetts. I've been great friends with Diego there for a very long time. I love, getting my hydrafacials, blackout facials, IPL with Debbie. And each of these treatments has its own properties, benefits, and things that can help. Now, what I really like, starting with the hydrafacial, is the fact that it's a great way to start any skincare routine, keep your skin hydrated, hence the hydrafacial. And there's different levels of that routine. So one of the things that I really liked with the hydrafacial is it has all the appropriate components to remove dead skin cells, hydrate the skin, leave it glowing. And across the levels, you're able to pick, what combination best suits your skin at that point in time. Your skin is not something that's consistent even throughout the month. It changes. There might be days where it's more oily, other days it's more dry. So you want to, be mindful of that and find what's best for you. The other aspect that I really like is the blackout facial, and this is the carbon laser facial. And what I like is they apply this carbon mask on you, and then they use the eco laser, which takes off the carbon. And as it's taking off the carbon, it cleans the pores, tightens the pores. But there's a hidden benefit of doing the carbon laser right before the hydrafacial. What that does is it opens the pore barely, right, for a couple hours. So as you do the hydrafacial, it benefits from the blackout right before it. And then once the hydrafacial is done, that pore tightening effect of the blackout facial takes into effect. And I just love that combination. Now, the other aspect is the IPL, the intense pulse laser. And that one has a ton of different levels and settings as well. So work with your esthetician to find what that best level is, what that right setting is, so that your skin just takes it very well. And it helps with dark spots, aging, wrinkles, tightening, and it's a good complement when you're thinking during the winter months, what can I do to add more glow to my skin? After that, they obviously want to follow it up with the appropriate creams, lotions, serums that will maintain that healthy glow. The ZO Skin Health is a huge favorite of Luxderm, huge favorite of mine as well. And one of their biggest products that's globally recognized is their growth factor. And that is a whole other level. It is extremely helpful for length and great to use in combination with other treatments. And then there are more treatments that could be more invasive, right, as you need them to be, whether it's my personal favorite, the CO2, if you really want to go into resurfacing, or there could be other, types of healthier options that you could take with boosters. And I've seen the microneedling RF, microneedling with radio frequency. You can go at different levels, right, in terms of the penetration of those needles with what I love, exosomes. Exosomes are amazing. Really heighten recovery. And with the microneedling RF, you're able to decide at what level you want it to go. There are deeper levels, and the radio frequency definitely is a plus. And then on top of any microneedling or deep CO2 or even Fraxel type lasers, the exosomes really accelerates healing and helps your skin regain elasticity, different types of hydration. And if you think about it, in the past, we used to use PRP, which is when your blood would be drawn, plasma would be removed, and that would be used to accelerate the healing. While using your own plasma, your own blood is phenomenal, right? It's your own body's healing mechanism. Think about exosomes as multiplied a ton in terms of healing and the acceleration of the same. So it's always good to ask your local esthetician what are the options to make sure as you're undergoing a procedure that it's the right procedure and that it has the appropriate add-ons that can just give the results. So if you guys have any questions, you want to hear more of this, let me know, reach out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll speak soon. Bye.